Okay, hello and welcome everybody. This is going to be a new series from my channel, and this one is a RPG game with a slight element of turn-based to it. Obviously, I live streamed this ages ago when it first came out. It's been out for quite a few months now for early access. There's been a couple of updates, which I haven't played as a few of the classes in the game since the updates. So we're going to get into this, and then I'll explain things on the way. There we go, let's start. Music's quite loud on that, so...
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Okay, so already that's different compared to when the game first came out. So you start off with this character going towards this hamlet where you have the Darkest Dungeons, which is on the top of the mountain top in the background, you can see there. But if you couldn't hear what I was saying before, this is basically a game that's been out for quite a few months. It's in early access. I played it when it first came out and live streamed it a few times. I thought, oh, because it's been a few updates, I will do a series on it for my channel. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll explain things on the way. But we are starting from the beginning, so we've obviously come off the carriage onto the new road, or the old road. So to move forward, click on another room on the display. It will take you to the connecting hallway, so you need to click on that. I'm just going to double check the music and stuff. Let's put it down.
A moment of respite.
Set it down a little bit. Let's move to the next room.
Have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
So to move across the hallway, you press D and A. If you prefer the mouse, you can click ahead of the party to move them. Same thing, really. This is tutorial,
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear.
Okay, combat is turn-based on your hero's turn. Click a skill icon and then click on the highlighted target. If you can't select a particular skill, it's because the hero doesn't need to be standing in a different spot or there are no valid targets. Mouse over the skill to see the requirements. That's better. It's too loud. Okay, so let's attack. We can either do open vein, grape shot, or we can do take aim. So let's do this one. Let's get him bleeding. And we're going to do this to heal. And again, you should be dead.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, we've got some gold. So as you can see with the battle, or that little sequence there, it's turn-based. The enemy can attack us, but we have different things that work out in our favour. It also helps out with our positioning. We've got 1, 2 people at the moment. As you can see, this is if we're on the front. This is second position, third position, and fourth position. It depends where you can hit them. As you can see there, grape shot is second and third, basically middle. And I can hit the first 3 people on the enemy side, and then obviously that's anywhere again, the last 3 for us, but last 3 for them. First 3 for us, second for them. That'll explain it a little bit more in the future. Also, you have the thing which is the light element as well. You need torches in the dungeons when you go into them. If this goes down, it's harder to actually attack people and stuff like that, but you do get better rewards. So I'll explain that kind of stuff later on, but I have played this before, so bear that in mind. I do know roughly what I'm doing, but it's still quite a hard game. While exploring, you often find interactive objects. Click or press W to investigate them. Take a look at this tent. Okay,
leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places. An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
So, because this guy just got a critical hit on us, we've got this thing here, which is stress. If you get up to stress 200, your guy pretty much goes crazy and doesn't do what he wants to. He does anything. It does random stuff. So they could even hit your own team, or they'll just hit random enemies, which you've obviously not told him to do, so they'll just do it themselves. For this, we're going to do grape shot because it's going to hit the people in the first 3 rows. Unfortunately, it's going to be this guy because he takes up at least 2 of them. But with that, we can get all 3 of them now. So he missed and the other one dodged, so that's not that so good. This can hit the first 2, or we're going to do a very smite, which is going to be a big hit.
Well struck.
Okay. Now our stress has gone down because we've got a critical hit on them. So if they get a crit, our stress goes up. If we get a crit, it goes down. You can see they're taking a turn, and now it's going to be ours. Grape shot blast. Okay, managed to hit both. Not a huge amount of damage, but that's something. You should be dead in a minute. Okay, that got bleed, which isn't good. That's going to damage us over time, as you can see here. That was just 1 damage. We should finish him off now.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Once you kill an enemy, your stress goes down as well. And there's also always a chance to miss shots and stuff like that, as it is an RNG system. Vice versa, they can miss and we can kill them, or vice versa.
Press this advantage.
Okay, he's dead now.
Give them no quarter.
We've got the money, we've got jade, and we've got portrait. Portraits we can use to upgrade stuff in our settlement, which we'll go to in a minute. And we're going to see what's in here. And we're going to finish our quest. Got quite a bit of money, and we've got 1 portrait. And luckily we've upgraded our first 2 characters to level 1s, ready for when we go to our first dungeon. So they've got a bad trait, which is obsessive killing, and minus 20% stress resisted in Wield, which is one of the dungeon modes. 20% stress resistance if torch is above 75, which is the thing I told you, it's at the top. And 4 SPD on the first round. I don't know what SPD is, so I will have to find that out. But it's a very cool RPG game. It's definitely one I would suggest for you guys to play. It's really cool. I like the idea behind it. It's obviously still early access.
Such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now. And you are bound to them.
Okay, the ruins has been unlocked. And they're both level 1. And we successfully escorted you to the hamlet. These are our goals. We want to defeat all these bosses pretty much. And now this is our hamlet. On any screen in the game, press and hold H to see contextual help for controls in that mode. Try it out while in town, exploring, fighting, camping and more. Okay, we don't need to see that. So we might just click on these ones. Graveyards.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Graveyard, so obviously you can see your fallen guys. We have got the ancestral memoirs. This is a new one. In time you will know how to the tragic extent of my failings. So we've got the prologue, Old Ruin, part 1. Okay, so this is all the bosses and stuff like that. This is a new area. We can watch that back at some point. And this is the stagecoach.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws. fools, and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
So before, when I played, there was all of these minus this character here, which is the Arbalist class, and the Man at War. These are two new classes which I haven't actually played as yet, so I don't know what they're like. The rest I've played as. I was still actually learning them, so it takes a while to get into the swing of what perks they have and what they haven't. So I'll go through them when I can once we recruit some of them. But basically, stagecoach is so we can recruit new characters for our team. You need at least 4 for each dungeon you go into, and at the moment we've got 2, so obviously we need to recruit some more. You'll need to recruit these 2 heroes to fill out party 4. Drag and drop them into your roster. While you're here, spend some of your starting resources on upgrading the stagecoach network. This will increase the number of heroes available here in the future. To upgrade, click here on the plus thing over there. Okay. So we've got Vivel, which is a plague doctor.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
And we've got a Hitler here. So if we right click on them. Okay, he's in the right position. So he's in the right position. He's in the right position. They're in the right position. They need to go up by 1. Okay, he needs to go there. As you can see, this is their preferred position, and they're more likely to do certain traits if they're in certain positions as well. And I'll go over camping skills as well, which once we get to there, I'll kind of explain that. So let's click that off, and we're going to expand this. So we want to increase the number of recruits available for hire.
Great heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain.
So we got a portrait earlier. You need to get these from these certain dungeons. So you can get busts to upgrade town buildings, portraits, deeds, and then crests. So we might as well upgrade this one as well, so we can increase.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities.
We can increase the size.
We can use this.
Shut up, narration thing. Increases the size of the hero roster. Okay, we should be able to embark on our first dungeon now then, which would be good. Okay, sort by level, sort by stress, sort by class. This is new as well, sort by activity. Okay, that's cool. We're going to... I don't think there's no point... We need to unlock more quests before we can get all these buildings. Okay. And okay, that's cool. We've got a log thing on it. So let's embark on our first dungeon.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Okay, this region will be added later on. They've added one more region, which I think was the Cove. So this is later on, but this one I don't think you can get. These ones you can. If they got these emblems on it, we can eventually unlock them. This one is not on there at all because there's no things for it. So where it's early access, they will upload that into it at some point. So we're going to go to the ruins, which is our first one, and we can get the busts and the crest, I think it is. So it's short apprentice level 1, and we need to complete 100% of all room battles. So we need to go to all of them pretty much. We get 3,000 gold, 2 busts, 2 crests, and we get shimmering cloak as well, which is cool. So we need to put our guys in. And then we've got provisions we need to get.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
This is why we need to get a bit of money. We don't want to overspend, but you need provisions. So you want to take different supplies depending on what region you're going to, how long the quest is, and your own preferences, but always bring some food and torches. For the first short quest, try bringing at least 8 food and 4 torches. I always do 6. And let's get 10 of them. We'll get a key, which basically opens up chests. Bandage for bleeding, and this is to purge and restore purity. It doesn't matter about that. I think that's it. Okay, let's embark. If you find chests in the ruins, you can obviously open up with keys. There's a few other little things as well you can do. So it's good to bring more stuff, but obviously it costs more money. So
the fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
So it says to do 100% of all battles. So basically you need to see what the map is like. So with this, we can go to this room, this room, this room, and then come back and then go to these rooms. or the quickest way of doing it, because obviously the light goes down after a while, and you don't want to be running around like a headless chicken half of the time. So we can kick on this. Altar of Light. A small holy altar seems out of place against the backdrop of corruption. If we had the holy water, we might be able to use it, but let's just... Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we've got a buff from doing that. Sometimes it could poison you or make you worse. Okay, we've got some enemies here. We're going to grape shot so we can damage all three.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered. How quickly the tide turns.
That's not going too great, is it? Let's heal all our guys. Bandaging, you hear he's bleeding. Don't worry about that. Okay, you can do damage with both of them.
Press this advantage.
We kill one.
Give them no quarter. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay, stress has gone down a little bit. Oh, he's dodged. That's not good. And we dodged. That's pretty good. It's good, good, good. Let's smite. There we go.
As the fiend falls,
It's a heavy attack you can get,
hope blossoms.
but your health will stay the same. You can use food to increase it, or you can camp, which would be good. Let's read these books. Oh shit, maybe not. So you can see there's always a good thing or bad thing about it. Okay, let's how do you get on inventory again? There you go. Let's use a torch. As you can see, that goes down after a while. Oh my god. There we go. Heirlooms are pretty good. Also deeds. That will help us upgrade some stuff in. Okay, they're surprised, so we can hit them first. Basically first hit, you can do that. Play grenade. Blight for 3 rounds. Let's get a blast off. Let's move him back. We're going to heal our guys. Okay, one's dead. He's nearly dead. Okay, we got basically we get a second hit now. Oh, they dodged both. We need to sort him out with stress. He's going to get stressed out in a minute. Okay, that's helped us out with getting a crit. Not by a lot though. Still 170 out of 200. Light is basically another thing as well. It's kind of like darkness, if that makes sense. It's not a good thing to have. Kind of like the bleeding side of it. But
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
and the less light you have, the more stress you get as well.
Even the
shit.
cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
That's one thing I forgot to get. If you get rubble like this, you can use a shovel to do it, but I don't have any, so this is actually going to cause us to use some energy, lose some health.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
It takes time to do that as well. So we've had to waste some torches doing that. Maybe we should have got some more. Let's eat some food. Okay, we surprised these. Okay, we got blight on them, which is good. kill one. Okay, he's dead from the blight.
Perhaps the turning point.
He's dead as well from the blight. So that was actually pretty good for the Plague Doctor. Let's get healing up. It's better to do it in battle than in camping, so we both nearly got their health back up now. See, his health keeps going down because of the blight.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Oh, we got quite a lot, and we got some money from that as well. Got 1,000 from that. Sweet. And we're scouting ahead. Warren Explorers. Something like that. There's a trap there.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Okay, so that's first section done. Now we're going to move across to here. But you can see it's quite cutthroat, this game. Once you level your guys up, you need to bring enough provisions with you. Okay, we've got some we've got quite a bit of money though. Let's use another one of these. We've only got one more left now though. Let's miss that book in case it's a bad one. Scouting. Okay, there's nothing in here. There's a battle in this one. There's 2 battles, so we might as well finish that off. And we've got a torch here. That's good, because just use our last one. We've got a battle here now, as you can see the red thing. And we've got another battle inside the room as well, that's what that means. Let's kill both of them. Let's got his stress down. Let's get his healing up.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Okay, stress is going up quite a lot on this. Oh shit, I dodged it. Okay, at least one of them is dead. So it's good to get damage on some of them, because if you get another attack, you might kill the one from behind. It's good to attack multiple targets at once instead of just one. It may sound a bit stupid because they can attack you with multiple characters at the beginning section, but over an FB you kill 1 or 2 at once then. Okay, we've got to be careful with stress level. Should be dead. There we go. Nice one.
This expedition at least promises success.
With room battles? Maybe there is one there. Oh. Okay, if you scout them ahead of time, you can actually cause them to not.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Might as well eat all the food. Okay, this is actually a big boss then. Well, for this mini dungeon. I wouldn't say it's a boss, it's just a hard battle. It's not a boss yet, is it? Okay, our light's gone down a lot now, so we can't really see a lot. It's going to be quite hard this battle. Okay, oh, that was very good. That's very good indeed. You need to kill him because he's a wizard. He's the one who's going to be causing a lot of harm to us. Okay, we've got blight on him, which is good. He's going to get damage from that. You've got bleed damage on him at the moment. But obviously bandages can get rid of that. Okay, they've dodged, but it's probably because of the light. The light is very, very low. Oh, they're going to get stressed in a minute. Okay, now her resolve is tested. She's abusive now because of her stress level.
The human mind. Fragile. Like a robin's egg.
When heroes can't take the stress anymore, they become afflicted. They manifest in different behaviours and stat changes. Afflictions last until you send them to a treatment in town, and this should reduce their stress to 0 during the quest, which we can't now, but... So as you can see, she's going to probably do her own thing now. Or maybe not. Okay, they're dead.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
See what's in his chest?
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded
let's
to
go
the
back.
brave and the foolhardy alike.
Got quite a lot of things from that one. A lot of money.
More bones returned to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
So you can do some upgrades as well. Chance to turn any mist into a hit, that's good. And 5% range skills is minus. That's our healer anyway, so it doesn't
In
really
truth,
matter.
I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter.
So now we have unlocked the tavern and the abbey. We're going to see what they are, because we're going to need to put our characters inside of them. So the tavern is stress relief.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Heroes relieve stress by taking part in activities at the tavern and the abbey. Each activity has different side effects. Experiment to find the best activity for each hero depending on their quirks. Committing to a hero to an activity locks them in that activity until the next week. You have to take a different hero with you on the next quest. So all four of them need to go in here anyways. So we can upgrade this if you want to, which we improve the facilities, increase stress recovery.
With enough ale, maybe they can be inured against the horrors below.
And then we're going to click on the abbey, and then I'll put the people
The
inside.
cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The abbey calls to the faithful.
Okay, let's see what they actually like. Where does it say it, if I remember? Can't remember where it actually says it. That's cool. You can switch your outfits for them. I didn't realise that. There's something where it tells you where they like to go if you go to the abbey or not. I can't remember what it was now. It tells you where they prefer to go to. Let's click on the tavern. He's going to the brothel. Maybe it just comes up with that now, because it used to have different locations they would go to. Okay, then we need to go to the stagecoach because we need to get 4 new characters.
The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
We may have to take him out, I think. So we're going to need 4 of them. So he'll have to stay. And they'll get their stress levels down. Okay. We still need to do a few more things, but we've unlocked, upgraded a few little bits and bobs. Sanitarium we'll get at some point. The guild, the blacksmith obviously for weapons. This is for quest items and stuff like that. We'll unlock that. But that is a general gist of the first part, and obviously I'll explain things more in the later on parts. We need to get more characters. This is a Man at War guy, which I haven't actually used yet, but he's basically like a... It's kind of like a Crusader and Diablo and stuff. He takes he's a tank, he takes a lot of the damage. We've got the Secret Grave Robber, which is kind of like the rogue character. Good at doing dagger lunges and stuff like throwing daggers. And then you've got the Occultist, which is evil mage, if it makes sense. He does very good heal things, but it bleeds you at the same time. So there's like a kind of drawback to it. And you can do curses and things like that. We'll show them off in a minute, but these are probably the weaker classes I'm going to be using, minus my Crusader. And then obviously this guy here, the Seeker Man at Arms. When I say Crusader, this is what you think could be a typical tank in other games, but for this one, he's heavy-handed, but he can heal himself as well to a certain degree once you get more perks. And then obviously this guy is more of a like pure tank. He'll take most of the damage. Like activates Respect. This one's guard ally, dodge, and then this is the attack itself, the crush, which is pretty good. But I hope you enjoyed part 1, and obviously there'll be plenty more of this to come along. This is the type of game like it'll take a while to build stuff up and level it up, but if there's certain dungeons I just do for basically farming materials and it's not that exciting, I won't upload it. But so you can see it part 1, part 2, part 3, etc, etc. It will build up into me unlocking things and stuff like that, and I will obviously upload that. So if you liked this series so far and like to see some more of it, give the video a like. Tell me what you think of the game in the comment section below if you've played it yourself and what you think of it. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.